Now, go ahead, do an introduction. Tell us who you are. Go ahead and do that. Let's do it. Let's start with that. Go ahead.
All right. My name is Shawn Laurie. I'm South Carolina. I have a brand called Shawn the Veteran Guy. I'm an inspirational speaker, motivational speaker. I try to help other veterans that are struggling with mental health and addiction. And so that's what I do. I just try to inspire other people, try to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah. All right. And there's a couple. We got a full plate here. What would you like to talk about first? What would be the first thing you want? Because I give you a list of what we want to talk about. What's on your mind that you think that topic that what concerns you most? I mean, let me start with this. How about the NFL? By the way, what do you? Because you're a veteran, I want to know from you. What do you think of having the Robert Goodell wants to have the commissioner Robert Goodell wants to have all players, all cheerleaders now taking the national anthem, also the black anthem now being played, as well as the Stars and Stripes. I mean, what do you make of all this nonsense? What do you think of this?
Well, the first thing I'll say is it's a shame that American football has always been a tradition in this country. It's something that most Americans always enjoyed on a Sunday or a Monday night. I can remember 4 years ago, I would love to watch football on a Sunday night or a Monday, and it was just one of the greatest things that a lot of men and women in this country love to do. Football is very important to America, especially our history, and it's always been very patriotic, very American, and I'm not going to lie, I'm very disturbed about what's going on. I'm very sickened to my stomach, and I don't understand. To be honest with you, I don't even know what a black national anthem is. I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it. I've seen posts about it. I've seen people talking about it, but I don't know what it is.
There do I.
So to me, I think I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you the words. I don't even know what it is.
There do I.
It's ridiculous. One of the things that really drives me crazy is, we worked so hard in the 60s and the 50s or the 60s, with Jim Crow and segregation and trying to bring this country together and trying to, fix the mistakes that America made. And now, to me, it seems like we're trying to bring back segregation. It's like we're trying to have black people have their own life and we have our own life. And it's just, I don't know. It seems like the patriotic part of America, the history of America is starting to get thrown out the window. And for the NFL commissioners to agree with this, to me, it's prejudice, it's racism, and it's hatred. And I don't think it should be allowed at all in the NFL.
I agree, and also now Kaepernick. Remember, Pat Tillman was the poster. Was the main image their poster child for the NFL? Now it's Kaepernick. Now is the main image for the for recruiting young people into the NFL. Now Kaepernick. This is a new poster poster image. You're using it as a campaign banner instead of being Pat Tillman being their national image for the NFL. Now it's Kaepernick, the guy that takes a knee. What do you say to that? I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand why they're doing this.
There's a lot of things that are just sickening in the NFL, and I would literally right now, if anybody's listening and who is listening, I would encourage every American patriot to throw down the NFL. Do not watch it, do not support it, and they'll see, because the fact is, man, Pat Tillman was a true American hero.
Yeah, he was.
And
yeah,
the things that he sacrificed was for a real cause. Kaepernick, listen, I can understand, and I've been saying this for years, I can understand that there's certain races or cultures that in certain areas that experience a little more police brutality than others. And that's fine. But when you take it from police brutality to now you're basically trying to change American history, It's just ridiculous. And I mean, it goes beyond just kneeling on the football field and kneeling for the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, this guy is trying to be a hero to the black community, but yet he runs around with a Castro shirt saying that he, supports justice. And how can you support justice when you're wearing stuff like Castro? And it's just ridiculous, man. I've never in my life thought I'd see this day where we want to change our national anthem. We want to be a black national anthem. I mean, it's just to me. I think that's racist. If we were to step up and say, you know what, we just want a national anthem for white people. What would happen, right? What would happen? That would be the most racist thing to say. We just want a national anthem for white people, and that's what they kind of consider the Star Spangled Banner anyways, is that it's a white national anthem, and it's ridiculous. It's America's national anthem, not a white national anthem. And the point is, we have millions of African Americans that support the Star Spangled Banner, that serve this country, and they love this country. But see, the problem is, and it's going to another subject, is the media. The media is throwing the fire to all this, putting the gasoline to all this, and they're just fueling this whole thing. I think Kaepernick is a joke. I think he's a joke, and the people that follow him are a joke.
No, you didn't switch. You did not switch subject because it's all related. It has to go with education system. Our education is broken. I mean, now they're saying if you go back to school this fall, public schools, you cannot wear a Trump T-shirt. You cannot wear American flag T-shirt. You cannot wear a Batman T-shirt. You cannot wear a Superman T-shirt. You cannot wear a Bart Simpson T-shirt. You cannot wear a Mickey Mouse American flag T-shirt. What do you say to that? What do you say to this kind of nonsense?
Why? We are in America. This is our country. We should be allowed to fly our flag. We should be allowed to support our president. We should be allowed to express our love for our... Let me ask you a question. So people that live in Mexico, you don't see them representing their country. You don't see them coming over here flying their flag and representing their country, or people from Russia or people from China or whoever else in this world that's from their country represent their flags and represent their country. You would never see another country basically demonize their own flag, demonize their own president. So you're telling me the kids in China can't go to school and support their president? Kids in Russia can't go to school and support their flag? Kids in Mexico can't support their flag? This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and I don't know what the hell the Democrats and our government's doing. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's almost turned into black supremacy to me.
It reminds me of what we're going back to of slavery. We're going back to slavery, segregation again. Here we go. I mean, remember during the Civil War, what happened there was over states' rights. Here we are again facing states' rights again in this country. They're trying to divide us. The liberals are trying to divide us, but yet we want to be.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What's going to happen is let's just say this. Let's throw a big hypothetical out there, because we both know that Trump's going to win in 2020.
I agree.
That. But let's just throw a big hypothetical question.
Okay.
Let's just say the Democrats win in 2020. Is everything going to go back to normal? Is all of a sudden now flags are back in school? I mean, I don't understand it. What are they doing? It's like, I don't know, man. This irritates me and it makes me upset. I don't like thinking about things like this, but it's reality.
We have to.
It's the truth, and I just don't understand it. How it's okay to... I don't understand. I just can't comprehend how wearing an American flag to school is wrong. We are living in America, are we not? So what the hell is the problem with wearing the flag? Because some black kid or some other kid or some minority or some crazy white kid that's a liberal is offended of his own country? This is ridiculous, man. I've never in my life thought this would ever come to a time where, before, even in the 60s and 70s, and even back in the day of Vietnam War, there's always been anti-Americans. There's always been people that wanted to burn the flag. There's always been people that wanted to get rid of the flag. But you know what? The government stood behind it. The government stood behind us, Americans, and said, you know what? You have your right to do what you want, but this is America, and we're going to keep Americans flags and the Star Spangled Banner. We're going to keep that in our country because that's what you're supposed to do.
This is the most.
Now,
this is the most insane thing I ever heard in my life. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, you got states now that are backing this shit, backing this stuff and saying that it's okay. That it's okay to take the flag out of school. It's okay to not stand for the national anthem. It's okay to disrespect our country and the soldiers that have died for this country for your freedoms to do the stupid stuff you do. This is absolutely this is all a bunch of hypocrites, man, and it makes me really angry.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's anything I feel. I mean, but God, I had to report this stuff. I mean, I never thought I had to. In the day, I had to actually defend the American flag on a broadcast network. I never thought I would see the day where I had to actually talk about this issue and bring it up and educate people what the purpose of the American flag is all about. This is what we have to do now. This is my job because the liberal communist press is now indoctrinating these children who are going into public schools. Our children are being indoctrinated by these liberal professors, dumb liberal, socialist professors who have absolutely no idea how this country is founded on, but yet they want to indoctrinate our kids not to respect this country, not to respect America.
I think American patriots like me and you and other people that love this country, I mean, we are doing what we can do. You do this, you try to put the word out. I do what I do and try to use my voice. But the problem is, we are called the silent majority for a reason. We need to start using our voice, and we need to start rallying up like the rest of these nutcases out here in America that are doing and getting their way, tearing down monuments, taking away our flag. All this stuff they're doing, and it's ridiculous. And why? Because they're making a stand. They're making a point to go out here and to do what they do. Of course, they do it differently than we do it. They harass people and destroy stuff and hurt people and kill innocent cops and everything else.
It's sad.
Their way.
It's just evil.
And start actually making it. Send the commissioner of the NFL. Millions of letters. Get on the news and start calling him out. Start blasting him. Start putting it out there and saying, you know what, he needs to be fired. Because this is absolutely ridiculous that half of the NFL is black people. So, there's discrimination right there. Where's all the white players? What's going on with that? I mean, I had an issue with that a long time ago, and I hate to bring it up about race, but why not? Everybody else does. So I'm flipping it now. I'm flipping, and that's what I've been doing, and I hate to be ignorant about that, but it's the truth. People want to scream racism this and racism that. Well, guess what? We're being targeted. White people are being targeted right now. So, but nobody wants to admit that.
No, you're being, and guess what?